dramatically spiked its density. In physics, an object sinks if it's denser than the fluid it's placed in, and it floats if it's less dense. So the egg on the left sinks because the matter inside the egg is packed much more tightly together than the matter in the pure water surrounding it. Building right on top of density, we have its partner in crime, buoyancy. Buoyancy is the actual upward force exerted by a fluid that opposes the weight of an immersed object. If density is the rule, buoyancy is the muscle enforcing it. Think about it. Have you ever tried to take a fully inflated beach ball and push it down underwater in a pool? You literally feel the water fighting you, right? Pushing the ball back up to the surface. That upward push is buoyant force. And here's where the mechanics lock together perfectly. A denser fluid literally weighs more per square inch, so it pushes back up with a much stronger buoyant force. The fluid in the right glass is pushing up with significantly more muscle than the fluid in the left. So how exactly do we manipulate these forces? We just add a solute. In this classic case, just plain old table salt. When you dissolve salt into the water on the right, those little salt molecules actually hide in the microscopic spaces between the water molecules. The volume doesn't really change at all, but you're adding all the mass of that salt right into the glass. Just like cramming those heavy books into our suitcase, more mass in the exact same volume equals a massive spike in density. And once the salt water becomes denser than the egg itself, boom, it exerts this massive buoyant force, completely overpowers gravity, and pushes that egg right up to the surface. And honestly, this brilliantly illustrates our conclusion. Looking through a scientific lens, the invisible truth is totally revealed. On the left, pure, low-density water just completely fails to support the egg, but on the right, a heavy, high-density saltwater solution flexes its buoyant force to easily hold that egg up. By just sneaking microscopic mass into the spaces between water molecules, we've completely reversed the physical outcome. Which brings us to the end of our investigation for today. But honestly, it's just the beginning of your next real-world observation. We've proven how this works in a tiny glass, on a ledge, right? But physics scales up. So knowing what you know now about mass, volume, density, and invisible solutes, why is it significantly easier for you to float in the ocean than it is to float in your local swimming pool? Think about the hidden variables in that massive body of water, and you'll absolutely have the answer. Keep asking questions, keep looking past the visible surface, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.